Welcome back to episode 9. Before they were in a deal and Jungkook could kiss him anytime, but now the situation was different. Taehyung silently nodded his head in yes. Jungkook leaned down and captured Taehyung's lips. Taehyung parted his lips to let Jungkook explore his mouth. Taehyung cried when Jungkook took his lower lips between his. Taehyung pulled back only to be captured in a kiss again. This time Jungkook was gentle. JK, I like you too, princess, he whispered against his lips and they kissed again. They separated from the kiss. Taehyung was still in his hole. They were staring at each other. Taehyung was again expecting something, but Jungkook didn't speak again. Jungkook didn't ask Taehyung to be his boyfriend. JK, it's getting late, you should go in and rest, said Jungkook, and Taehyung was left out again. Jungkook freed him from his hand and opened the back door and gave his bags. Taehyung held them and started walking. Jungkook only kissed him lastly on a cheek and waved at him. Once again, Taehyung got inside the apartment. Jungkook sat back in his car and went off. Taehyung was hurt, but just because they like each other, he can't expect Jungkook to ask him out. But he was still happy that he got to live at least few hours with Jungkook like a boyfriend. It was like a date for Taehyung. They went to have dinner. He brought him clothes. He dropped him home. They kissed and he went off. After Taehyung got into the apartment, he smiled to himself and went to sleep. Next morning, he opened his eyes only to witness a screaming Jimin. Jimin, you and Jungkook are dating? Asked Jimin. Hey, no, we are not, said Taehyung, rubbing his eyes. Jimin, the whole business world and the internet is screaming that you guys are dating, explained Jimin, showing him a video of them kissing in front of the apartment they bought. The next day, internet was screaming only about the pictures of and videos and went viral of Jungkook and Taehyung, but strangely Taehyung's face was blurred in all the photos and videos. Jungkook was being questioned and Mafia started to guess that Taehyung must be his boyfriend or his secret wife. A few of Taehyung's business rivals began to ask Jungkook to reveal his boyfriend or wife. They even began to mouth Jungkook. A few of them said that Jungkook was harassing Taehyung. He was not his boyfriend or wife. The shows only grew to become big and more viral. Some of Taehyung's followers and ones who considered him as their role models only asked Jungkook to introduce Taehyung to the world so that these stupid media should stop saying nonsense about their relationship. Taehyung and Jimin were revealed only just a little because Taehyung's face was blurred. But people who have seen close to Taehyung could easily recognize him. Jimin, he is going to kill us, said Jimin, trembling. No, he wouldn't do that. We did nothing wrong, said Taehyung. He himself was trembling now. They knew for sure that they were both in trouble. Jimin, this is against the contract we had signed. Taehyung, no, we did nothing wrong. It was written nowhere in the contract that we can't continue to have relationship with them. That's why you and Jimin and Yoongi are in relationship. Taehyung only tried to reason with their chance to survive. Jimin, I belong to business family Taehyung, and now they will know that you knew Jungkook from before. They will guess through your face is blurred. Your colleagues and students will recognize that it's you, Taehyung. They have your medical certificate also from Jungkook's hospital. Only they will know he will kill us. Not Jimin hyperventilated. Just as Jimin had guessed, their colleagues and students started posting photos of Taehyung. They even began to brag that Jungkook's boyfriend and her wife was their college colleague professor. Taehyung started getting DMs. Few of Jungkook's haters even began to pass hate comments against Taehyung. Jungkook's admirers started following Taehyung on every social media. Not just that, even Jimin started getting messages if the news about Taehyung was true. Jimin, he can't kill us. Just like that, he was the one who took you on a date. He was the one who was careless. It's his rivals who did this. It's not our fault. Jimin excused things and to give him strength. Getting involved with Jungkook only create problems for Taehyung. It has been problematic since the beginning. He didn't know what to answer to all those questions. Jungkook was not at all answering any of those questions. He was quite as if those whole chaos didn't include him. That's when the doorbell of the apartment rang. It then became rigorous. Jimin and Taehyung were afraid to open the door. They had no idea what was waiting for them if they opened the door. Just then Jimin's phone began to ring. He removed the phone out of his pocket and sighed in relief. It was call from Yoongi. Jimin, hello? Hello Yoongi, I'm scared. He spoke through the call. Jimin, baby, listen to me. Don't be scared. It's me at the door. Please open the door. He said. That's when Taehyung and Yoongi decided to open the door. Yoongi was not a harm to the both of them. For sure, Jimin slowly peeped through the peephole to find Yoongi standing alone there. He opened the door and hugged him tightly. When he entered inside, Yoongi kissed his forehead and caressed his head. He found his cat Taehyung standing near the couch. He had them here with a purpose. He knew Taehyung and Jimin would be scared about the whole situation. He was here for Jimin. Will he kill us now? Asked them when he saw Yoongi. Yoongi, both of you get seated first. Don't panic. He said his don't panic only created more panic in them. He made both of them sit on the couch and asked them to drink water. Yoongi, Taehyung, he called both Taehyung, Jimin, stupid in their seats. Yoongi, I'm taking Jimin along with me, he said. His voice was tough and demanding. Jimin, what? But why? Asked Jimin, holding Taehyung's hand tight. Jimin tried to understand. Don't be silly. I can't let you be here at this point. You are coming with me, he said. This guy here was speaking nothing clearly. Why did he want to take Jimin along with him if he was taking him only Jimin, not Taehyung? Jimin, what do you mean you're taking me? Yoongi asked Jimin. They particularly knew the answer properly. Yoongi, okay, let me tell this clearly. I don't really know what Jungkook Hyung is gonna do now. I have no idea if he is going to leave you or kill you both, but I can't risk Jimin's life here. He said. Both Jimin and Taehyung didn't speak anything, and Yoongi continued. Yoongi, I love him. Do you hear me? I love Jimin. I want to spend my entire life with him, he said, looking at Taehyung. He then looked at Jimin and he spoke again. Yoongi, I'm sorry Jimin, I didn't know I would confess in a situation like this, but I'm not left with any other option. I'm taking you with me. I can't risk your life with this scandal, he said. Jimin, I'm not leaving Taehyung alone. Jimin declared he had sneaked into Jungkook's mansion to free Taehyung. Back then, not in. He would leave Taehyung alone now and run away with Yoongi. Yoongi, I'm running away from Yoongi, Jungkook Hyung, until all this settle down, and I will take you with me if I will not let you die here along with Taehyung. I don't mind to kidnap you if you resist me, Jimin. Yoongi was being strangely possessive and dominant. Now he never behaved like this. He had never forced Jimin into anything. Now he seems not to mind forcing Jimin to come with him. Tae, you should go with him, Jimin. That's the right thing, said Taehyung. Jimin, no, I'm not leaving you nowhere to anywhere. Jimin said, Tae, I was the one who got trapped in the first place. I was the one who went on a date with Jungkook. I am the one who is supposed to pay for all this. Jimin, you should go with him. I can't die in regret to taking you along with me, he said. Jimin, no, I can't let you die here. Yoongi, can you please take him along with us, please? He pleaded. Yoongi, that's not possible. Jungkook will kill all three of us if we take him along with us. Jimin, Taehyung is the prime target. We will all die. It's better if we go all alone, Yoongi rejoined. How can you be so selfish, Yoongi? Jimin complained. Yoongi, how am I selfish if I want to save my love? How am I selfish if I want to live? You have no idea how much of risk I am taking by going against Jungkook Hyung. I am doing this for us. He raised his voice now. Jim Tae, he is right, Jimin. I am Jungkook's prime target. We will still not sure if he will kill me or not. I still have chances to live, but if he is going to kill us, I don't want both of us die. Please, this is the last favor I'm asking for you. Taehyung pleaded. No one in the world would get ever a friend like Jimin, and nowhere in the world Jimin get a boyfriend like Yoongi again. Jimin, I'm not living. If it's life, let's live together. If it's death, let's die together, Jimin announced. This is too much for now. Neither could Taehyung nor Yoongi could tolerate such stubbornness from Jimin getting out of his control, his emotions taking over. Taehyung gave a tight slap on Jimin's cheek. Jimin was still in shock when Yoongi kissed it and hurt the hurt cheek of Jimin and pressed a cloth over his nose and mouth. Jimin struggled but could not free himself from Yoongi's hold. He soon lost his consciousness and fell into Yoongi's arms. I know how to make him happy, yeah, and yes, I promise to never hurt him. He will live happily with me, don't worry. Taehyung always wanted to listen only these words from Jimin's partner. Yoongi indeed would keep Jimin happy. He nodded his head and tears slipped down his cheeks. Yoongi, thank you for being there for Jimin all these days. Now I will take care of him. I can only wish good luck to you, Taehyung. I'm sure there wouldn't be any injustice, he said, and walked out of the apartment with Jimin in his arms. Taehyung didn't understand anything about the justice part, but it was an indication that Taehyung will have to wait for Jungkook himself to come, or you could say wait for the death to come. Most experience would be you know you are going to die and you are waiting for the moment to come. Same was the case with Taehyung. His heart wouldn't stop beating at the highest rate. Seeing Jungkook earlier was all fun and would bring him excitement, but now he was waiting for the death to as he waited for Jungkook. The previous nights was when he had seen Jungkook. He was all sweet and very gentle with him, but now he was going to come with his weapon and shoot into his forehead, or maybe Jungkook's silence about the one ongoing incident scares him the most. He sat on the couch as if he was glued to it. Suddenly, he heard a knock on the door, and they knew who was outside. He stayed like that, glued to the seat. He couldn't find any courage to open the door for Jungkook. Soon the door burst open, and Jungkook entered in. Jungkook was strangely calm, unlike other times when Taehyung had made him angry. Taehyung didn't know if he should take this calmness as a plus point or minus. Jungkook walked towards Taehyung and crouched down to him. Taehyung was still in his seat, his body not agreeing to move. Jungkook looked at him in his eyes for a few seconds and pulled a chair to sit closely opposite to him. I am sorry, Taehyung whispered. His voice would not be heard if Jungkook was not close to him. He began to fidget his sword. JK, where is your friend? He asked. For sure it was the king, then not Jungkook. In front of him now, the tone, his gaze was nothing like Jungkook. He was here as a mafia boss to hunt his prey. Taehyung remained silent. He would never want to put Yoongi's in danger. JK, I asked, where is your friend Jimin? He repeated his words. I don't know. He didn't dare. JK, don't play with me, Taehyung. This time there was no princess, for he for sure was angry. Please leave him. Jungkook, I beg you. It was not his mistake, he pleaded. JK, it was not your mistake either, said Jungkook. Taehyung lifted his head in surprise. Jungkook was angry, but maybe angry on someone else, or maybe something else. JK, I'm only asking for his safety. Both of you will be attacked by people now, he exclaimed. He is with Yoongi. He was not sure if saying this to Jungkook was right or wrong. JK, good. Then he's safe now. Taehyung left a sigh of relief. At least Jimin was out of danger now. JK, listen to me carefully, Taehyung. We can't let this scandal to continue. I can't let my personal life affect my business for sure. Mafia world doesn't give a freak about all this, but this corporate world does. They will need explanation from my side. I will have to disclose our relationship in public, he said. Taehyung could see Jungkook was being patient and trying to explain everything to Taehyung in the easiest way possible. But then again, he didn't know what kind of relationship they had between them. What was Jungkook going to tell this world about him? JK, I will announce you as my wife tomorrow, but before that, we will need proof for that, he said. If he being serious now, he must be joking, right? What? Taehyung only whispered. JK, we have to get married tomorrow morning. All the preparations are ready. It will show that we have been married for 3 years already. We will have to have a small ceremony to fulfill all those and give enough photographs to believe in us. To be continued. So everyone, what do you think? Why Jungkook offered this marriage proposal and why everything is mess? Okay, we will get to know all this in the next episode. Hope you will love it and comment it down whatever you feel about this episode. Till then, see you tomorrow. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye. Take care of yourself and be happy and healthy. Bye bye.